We see the work that you put in. We see you training. We know the effort that it takes. We see your sacrifice. We know fighters, and we are the show that the fighters watch. Welcome to the Fighters Share Report.
Hey, we're glad to be here. He came back. Okay, perfect. All right, listen. This is our last Fighter Share report of 2020. So, without further ado, my name is Brew, and this is the Badger. What's going on, bro?
Not much, brother. Just ready to get this last formal show in for it's like a milestone because so. Other than, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I'd like to thank everybody. I know we usually do this at the end, but I'd like to thank everybody who has been supporting this show this year. We're grateful for you. We appreciate you. And we can tell you that our 2021 is looking pretty bright. So stick with us, keep supporting us. Let us know what you want to see, what you want us to talk about, things we're missing. If we're missing stuff from fencing or, collegiate wrestling, um, I don't know, backyard fights. Let us know. You give us the stories that America wants to see that you don't think are being covered, and we'll put them up on this platform. Or if we can, we'll put them on the beatdown because we can talk about anything on there. Trust me, he tells horrible jokes on there. All right, so let's get into the show. Bam! Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell, January 2nd, which is going to be Saturday night. It's going to be on the zone for the WBC Lightweight Championship of the World. That's Ryan's title. What do you think about the fight, bro?
I'm looking forward to it. I think we talked about this a little bit over the past weeks. Once this was announced, I said that I was looking forward to this fight because this is the coronation or the coming out party for Ryan Garcia. He's finally got that name on his resume that people around the world in boxing circles will respect. This fight catapults him from prospect to challenger or contender. So I think a good performance here puts the rest of the world on notice. And now we got to really, give credence when this kid says he wants.
Bro, wow, he's doing like a disappearing act, in and out. Yeah, but I can't wait to see what Garcia does because this is gonna be you back, bro. All right.
Yeah, now we got to give this kid credence when he wants to call out Javante Davis and Devin Haney and all the other guys that are 30 pounds, 135 pounds because now he's legit. Right now, he's just a guy who's really good on social media and he shows flashes of talent, but there's not a lot of substance. This provides all of that for Ryan Garcia. It's the first fight of the new year. He can start off with a bang. If he doesn't, it's going to take a while for him to dig himself out of that hole. So this is a must-win fight for Ryan Garcia, and he needs to look good doing it.
But now he's already a champion. So you're talking about getting to that next status after you've already attained the championship?
Yeah, no one really believes in Ryan Garcia. Even people that really like him, no one believes that he can beat those top guys at 30 and 35. Granted, he has a belt. Yes, he shows flashes, but he hasn't really had to navigate anywhere or any type of tough fights to really challenge for a belt. So yeah, he got a belt, but come on, this is the fight that he needs to finally put people to legitimately say, okay, Ryan Garcia has arrived. He's here, and I think he's ready to contend up against those top guys.
Do you believe he could beat those top guys?
Yeah, I believe he has a chance. I mean, that's why you fight the fights in the ring.
Well, I mean, you brought up an interesting point when you said no one really believes that he can really beat
I didn't
those
say how
top
much of a
guys.
chance I would give him, bro. I did say I give him a chance. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, and that matters. And I think that's where most people sit with Ryan Garcia. We know he's a talent. He can fight. He's remarkable. And he'll be great for the sport and all that. But hey, we know the top guys are at 30 and 35. Can he legitimately beat those guys? Do we really think he can? Well, this is the fight to showcase that he does have that world class ability.
Well, we know at 30, isn't Loma back at 30?
There's talk of him going back to 30. Yes, I think that's what someone from his camp intimated that he probably do. Haven't really heard it from him, but it would make sense. He doesn't have as much pop at 35.
Okay, and we know Davis is sitting there at 35, and no one really wants to go through that
Sitting at 30 and 35.
at 30 and 35. But do you think he can really make 30?
He just did it.
I thought that was a catch weight.
No, that fight was at 30, my friend. Leo Santa Cruz came up, remember?
I don't know why I thought that fight was Santa Cruz came all the way up.
All right, now you got me Googling. I want to say Santa Cruz came up from 122 to 130, which is two weight classes. So you're saying he went from 122 to 135?
I could be wrong. Maybe Davis did make 130, bro. I could be wrong about that.
I thought he made, because I thought that was the whole big thing about it, too. That he got all the way down to 30 and looked good doing it and held the
Yeah.
weight and made weight. But I could be wrong, bro. So when you get a chance or if somebody out there that has access to it that can pull it up real quick, let us know. That's a great talking point. We don't want to, be
Yeah.
erroneous on that.
And my final question at the last 30 seconds, can Lomachenko beat him at 30 or 35?
Beat who?
Davis.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I think Javante, when he's on point and can make weight, I don't think I don't know if anybody at that weight class can beat him. But with that being said, Loma's got a style that would give Javante problems. You got to find Loma. So we have to see a lot more of that boxing IQ that we haven't seen through our long periods of fights.
Now that's gonna be Saturday night on the Zone. Don't forget to tune into that. And look, the last fight of the year is in Tokyo, Japan. It will be Kazuto Ioka, who's 25-2 with 14 KOs, versus Kosei Tanaka, who's 15-0 with 9 KOs. For Ioka's WBO junior bantamweight title or super flyweight title, depending on where you live in the world, they kind of refer to them the same way as two different names. Um, Listen, that's gonna be Thursday, December 31st, which is interesting. So New Year's Eve, you can watch it on your phone while you're at church, or turn it on at the party while y'all are drinking, whichever you choose to do. It did not give broadcast information, but I'm sure you can find it. It'll be on somewhere. On a fire stick near you, most likely you can find that. Um, look, bantamweights swing. They they punch with ferocity and speed, and it's always an exciting fight to me. I've rarely watched a bantamweight fight and went, man, this is boring. Like they think they're heavyweights, but they got speed.
Yeah, what first I just want to give you a tremendous amount of credit for reading those names in some weird accent. Not sure which one you were trying to go for there, but albeit just as entertaining. Yes, bantamweight fights are interesting and fun fights to watch because you got really tiny people swinging really, really hard, but not doing a whole lot of damage. A lot of these fights rarely end in knockouts, which is what makes them exciting because it looks like at any given moment somebody's head is literally going to fly off their body. It never really does, but it does provide for exciting fights. So I'm here with you there. And let's also be clear on this. Our Asian brothers over there fight a little bit different. They
Mm-hmm.
stand in the trenches and fight over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, you're going to see a lot of fisticuffs flying in this fight. I'm sure it's going to be exciting. You're going to see a lot of skill too, but they're going to be there to hit on each other. And it's a good way to close out 2021 because I'm sure we already knocked it out. So,
But check this out
I'm, I'm,
though.
gonna be, I'm I'm trying to catch that. Wherever I am, I'm trying to catch that.
Ioka's 25-2. He's got 14 knockouts. Tanaka's 15-0 with 9 knockouts. So Tanaka's knockout percentage is pretty good. It would rival a normal middleweight's knockout or welterweight's knockout percentage. He's talking about 15 wins, no losses, but 9 of those wins by knockout. Bro, that's
60%.
That's 60%. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And his opponent, the champion, has a little over 50% knockout percentage. So I don't know. We may actually see somebody go in this fight. This might be good, man. It might be good if you're sober enough to watch the fight on New Year's Eve, Badger.
Oh, no, sober as in alcohol consumption, that's not my thing. So yeah, you have to worry about that with me. But to your
Since
point, we
when? Okay.
can't get confused by the knockout ratios because those things don't mean anything. Because Edgar Berlanga is what a lot in a lot of knockouts. He's 100%, whatever he is, and all of them in the first round. So we can't get caught up in that. But you're right though, man. I mean, these little scraps are very entertaining. Listen, whether you get a knockout or not, you're gonna get what you want. You're gonna see a lot of punches hitting each other
Mhm.
purposely in the face. And a
Yes.
lot of times it's gonna happen at the same time because people are gonna be moving their head or shoot, they might be tired because it's gonna go all 12 rounds more than likely. So tune in for it, man. I mean, it's the last fight of the year. You're gonna get your money's worth, or like you said, if it's on a fire stick near you, then hey,
You
you just
definitely get
got
your
it
money
for
worth.
you definitely got it for the price of $3.99. So I mean, you win that.
And listen, all the fights on the card though are bantamweight fights. They got like 3 or 4 fights in the card. They're all bantamweight fights. So by the time you get to the title fight, you're gonna be bantamweighted out. Just like you know. And that Garcia card we were talking about, the whole card is released, so you can actually look that up and see everybody who's on that fight. 3 title fights that night. Um, it's gonna be a good fight, and that's January 2nd, Saturday night. So tune in for that, and I'm sure you'll be pleased. All right. Meanwhile, the $600 COVID checks are on the way. Not the $2,000 COVID checks, but the $600 COVID checks. Because the Senate and Mitch McConnell said, no, you don't need more than $600. Thanks to y'all for voting him back in. Hopefully, Georgia does the right thing and turns that state. But that's okay. At least it's $600 that you didn't have. But if you're on child support and you'll back child support, your child's mother will thank you because she'll get your check.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know where to go with this. This was not an expected topic, but yeah, you're getting 600, and if you got a dependent with that 600 more, so I mean, I don't know what they capping the kids at, but it
Six
depends on how
hundred
many you got. You
dollars.
know what I'm saying?
No.
How many kids? Yeah, how many
Um.
dependents you get that 600 for?
Yeah, they didn't list
So
that.
yeah, I don't know, but look, if you come up on a mortgage check out of all this, then I guess that's pretty good. If you come up with a behind or a back due car payment or a credit card payment with this, that's good. Um, I don't know what else, much you can do with that. I mean, I don't have six
No
hundred dollars that
essential.
I wouldn't mind losing. Like if somebody said, "Hey, just go throw away $600," I'm not gonna be like, "Yeah, okay, no problem." So yes, with that being said, $600 to me could be beneficial in some way. Just to know if it's life changing enough for me to actually care about it at this time. But there are a lot of people out there that do and
Ladies
that
and
will.
gentlemen,
So I'm here for
ladies
it
and gentlemen,
all. If you feel free and you want to donate because you don't need your COVID check, please feel free to cash that us. You know, we'll make sure it gets used properly. But that's
don't
that's that's
send it
all I
to
got.
him. Do not send it
That's,
to him
that's
because
all
it's
I
going directly to the cabbage farmers. So please
got, man.
do not send it
Indeed,
to him.
indeed, my friend, indeed.
Do not send it to him at
Hey,
all.
beautiful.
And he's the Pichet.
What? Oh, um, but it's sad when you really look at it. And a lot of people are like, well, all these minorities with all these children, that's why we can't send out $2,000 per person. Listen, the money's going to somewhere. It's there. You either help the people out who really need help, because we've already been able to establish that your ethnicity doesn't determine the number of children you have. So we can take that off the table. The $2,000 would really help a lot of people. It would help a tremendous amount of people who've been impacted by this country's decisions on how to handle the pandemic. If we put stringent guidelines in place and kept them there, DeSantis, then you would have more people back to work at this point. You would have less people being diagnosed with COVID, dying on hospital wards. But in the meantime and in between time, instead of funneling money to businesses who don't need it, i.e. WWE, i.e. Top Rank, on the last stimulus packages, why not give it to the people who do? The people who are struggling day to day. So this is not a, yeah, I said it, but yeah, I said it. So, bro, what you gonna do with your $600?
I'm not mad. Listen, I hope I get it because I didn't get the first stimulus. I don't know why. I don't owe anybody, so that wasn't it. So yeah, if I get 600, bro, I'm probably going to make some investments into this platform to help us get more eyes on our show. Probably get some facial work done. I don't know. Probably get a cool backdrop like what you got.
Oh, that kind
Maybe
of facial work.
like a fancy camera or something. I need an assistant. I'll buy an assistant and how much
You want a day labor? Where you gonna get an assistant with the
man, don't
remainder
worry
of the
about it.
600?
Hey, you asked and I just give it to you. Don't worry about how I'm getting it.
Oh
I
Lord,
kept my word,
please.
but the details are confidential. That wasn't me. That was Nipsey Hussle. So don't worry
All
about
the
that.
things that the Badger does is strictly pertaining to the Badger and not this show. So when y'all come in from DEA or child enforcement, don't shut down the show. Sorry. Yeah, I said it. You got 2 minutes.
He likes to cut me short, but I got something, and I just came up with it like 5 minutes ago. The NFL people. NFL is a bad organization. You know, they take up a whole day of the week dedicated just to them. They get to pay their laborers, but they don't really take care of them from a health perspective. And they're not really good at treating their older players. Uh, Sounds like America to me. Well, we ain't here to get off into that geopolitical tirade. I got something a little bit more interesting, a little more exciting to talk about. And that's that I think that the NFL might might come out of this whole ordeal when it's over and done with. They may have been the organization that we hated the most, but they are probably the organization that got it right. The
What?
NFL did not have to reduce their schedule. They played all 16 games. And albeit we didn't think that the product was good initially because a lot of teams need that preseason. A lot of guys didn't get chances. But boy, did we end up with some good football. And for what it's been worth, I don't think that the season's been as injury played as seasons in the past. A lot of teams are going to go into this playoff run with full rosters and healthy players. A lot of players decided to sit out this year because of COVID-19. But boy, let me tell you, a lot of them probably wish they suited up. We are in for a great playoff ride. The NFL got it right. In the last week of the regular season, every game matters. And yes, your Ravens better win. And guess who else better win? The Cleveland Browns, because they get put out by their rival Steelers in a year where they've won 10 games. Whoo! There's going to be some smoke in the city. I am excited about this. I'm looking forward to this last week and the rest of the NFL season. That's all I got. What you got, bro?
I'm going to the NCAA. Um, in a year where he says the NFL got it right, the NCAA was convinced on doing it wrong. Um, Listen, when I look at my team, Penn State was impacted by as much or more than any other team by players who did the right thing and decided to sit out. They just decided this wasn't worth their health or their family's health or the health of their teammates to play this year. And the ones that suited up took a whooping. Um, and to be honest with you, where the NCAA really got it wrong is that team from Columbus. You allowed them to participate in the NCAA playoff. Are they good enough? Yeah. Are they as good as any team in the country? Yeah, definitely. But they only played 6 games. They didn't enter play until October. You have teams who have been out there, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, but look at Coastal Carolina. They got beaten a bowl game by Liberty. Okay, but they played a full schedule. They shouldn't even have been in that game against Liberty, but that's why they play the game. They got their games canceled with Liberty during the season. To make my point, what about that team in Cincinnati who played a full schedule against strict D1 competition, and they won't get an opportunity to prove that they're the best in the nation because of the NCAA's hierarchy, friendships, partnerships, bedroom ships. This has got to stop. All right, bro. Looks like we're.
NCAA does suck, bro.
It does.
I'm saying that in the nicest way possible. I just don't know how they messed this up this bad. I mean, everybody was ready. Listen, we want to listen. The NFL rightfully so deserved a blame for a whole lot of stuff. They should have took the L this year too because the NBA got it right. Major League Baseball, surprisingly, tournament events got it right, and hockey came out looking better than everybody else. So this was the prime year for NFL to fumble the proverbial ball. And guess what college football says? No. We got it. We got it. Give it us so we can blow it. That's pretty bad, man. The NFL's, listen, when you come second to the NFL, you know you're doing real bad.
Yeah.
You're doing
Yeah.
real bad.
And look, when you look at the Heisman candidates that were released, how is BYU's quarterback or Cincinnati's quarterback not mentioned? Their numbers are better than, well, they're right up there, honestly, with Trevor Lawrence's numbers. If you look at numbers wise, Trask has the best. Look, we're not gonna get off on that. Hey everybody, Happy New Year! Thank you all for supporting us. This has been an incredible run. We're looking forward to seeing what 2021 has. But thank you all for supporting us to this point thus far. Shout out to my wife, my daughter, my mom, and dad. Fighter Share Nation.
Wow, man, that was so passionate. Yeah, so this is the last formal show of the year. Next time you see us, we'll be looking 10 years longer. He'll be down about 20 pounds, and I'll probably be up 20 pounds. I don't even know what any of that has to do with anything right now. I just kind of came off the dome. Could be the cabbage, but who knows? Listen, holiday joy, spread a little bit of it. Check in with your people. We're getting ready to transition to 2021. Many blessings from us. We out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow, though, for the last real show here. It will be a lot less refined and more cabbage. We'll see y'all. Peace.
Huh?